Hi guys, I'm Amanda, and today's video is the perspective of a student athlete. And this is Tanner. He's a student athlete, and he is also my boyfriend. So our perspective together is going to two different schools while being in college. So do you feel like you were expected to go to college, or did you feel like you wanted to go?
I felt like I was kind of expected. Neither of my parents went to or completed college, I should say, and them along with my grandparents also kind of like heavily pushed getting our education, or for me and my brother getting our education, and just making sure we had that. That way we could have that security of having an education.
But they wanted you to be smart. What is the hardest thing about juggling school and baseball?
I guess more of getting your schoolwork done.
On time?
It's either because I feel like your usual student does it probably like say have assignment due on like a Friday. Somebody usually will do it on like a Wednesday or like a Thursday, but usually I would have to either do it 4 or 5 days ahead of time or do it on that day.
Like 30 minutes.
Do it like the day that it's due. So man, just gotta do it early as soon as you get your assignment. Do it, get it over with instead of wait till the last minute.
Do you think that's better for you though? That you're like pushed to not procrastinate?
Yeah, and then sometimes I just kind of ignore it. Don't do it when I'm supposed to.
It creeps up on you.
Yeah.
So, what is the hardest thing about playing baseball?
Just time management. I mean, baseball is also hard to do. It's just mostly your time management. Make sure you get all your classwork done and studying and being ready and prepared for class.
Well, because baseball takes up so much. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's hard being in a relationship while playing baseball and going to school?
Not really. I mean, I think it just depends on the people. I mean, both of us are kind of laid back. Kind of like that respect for each other. Like we know what we expect. We know what we're gonna put out. I guess like we know what our expectations are. It's not when you know each other. Like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I feel that. Like it's not stressful. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it would be easier, like for us to go to the same school? Like how different? Like do you think it would be a good different or a bad different?
I don't think it really mattered, to be honest. Yeah. It'd be about the same. I mean, we just see each other more often, but.
I mean, we see each other as much as we can.
Yeah, just it wouldn't really. I mean, there's some people who want to see each other every day, and there's some people who can't. So I know some people who specifically don't get into relationships at the same college because they don't want to see the same person like every day, over and over.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it get boring?
Yeah. One person in the relationship will have the expectation of seeing them every day, and then the other person wouldn't, and it just create problems.
Yeah, I can see that. Definitely a whole lot more. Because you have more time. Like, mm-hmm. You have more time to see each other. It's like, oh, you're not going to spend your time with me. So, do you think it's frustrating whenever I can't make it to your games and stuff? No?
No. I don't really care.
It don't bother you?
No.
It bothers me.
I don't have expectations.
I feel that. He knows it. There's a lot of times like I'll have school or I'll have work and I just can't make his games, so it's kind of frustrating for me because I want to see him play. I think that's one thing that's really hard.
It doesn't really bother me. I know you got other responsibilities, so.
Yeah. You know I'd be there if I could. What is some advice that you would give to someone who is going into college, either playing baseball or going into college with a relationship?
If you're playing baseball or like a sport, I just kind of already have an idea of what you're gonna do as far as schoolwork and like being prepared. It's like if your school has tutors, go to see tutors.
Helps a lot.
Yeah. Like find friends that can help you out in your classes or whatever, and just like I said earlier, it's like time management. And then for like relationship, I guess know what to expect. Like, I guess if you want to like talk to each other about like what you can expect from each other. Like know who you're with. That way you know what you're going to be going through. And I guess also comes into like trust your other partner. If you don't have trust and you're several hours from each other, there's gonna be problems.
Yeah. Another thing too is like don't get mad if they don't answer, because like you're probably busy. And like the thing too, like we have a time. Would you say like time difference?
An hour time difference.
Yeah. So sometimes like he'll still be asleep, but I'll already be at school. Or like sometimes just things don't work out. Like I'll get out of class, like we have the same like time class, but we're at two different time zones, so we don't get out at the same time. So I definitely think with being in a relationship where you go to do two different schools, that you just have to like constantly, I guess, remind yourself that like
They have other things going on.
yeah, like they're not intentionally like not talking to you 24/7. It's just definitely different because y'all are on two different schedules, and plus with baseball you're always busy. Um, do you regret going to college?
No, I think it was psychology or sociology, one of the two. And like our teacher told us that like puberty is being extended. I think it's puberty. It's being extended because there's more people going to college and more people are like it's taking longer for people to grow up. So now it's kind of college has kind of been like that phase where you figure out. It used to be high school you'd figure out what you were going to do,
Yeah.
and now it's extended to college where you're like figuring out what you want to do, and it's like what your career is going to be, what you want to do in life, who you want to be with, who your friends are going to be with when you grow up. Like it's still kind of you're still considered growing up in college.
Dang, I never thought about that. That's kind of what the series is about, man. Because I feel like everybody, like, is supposed to know coming out of high school, and then it's, like, a really big deal when you don't. So people sometimes go to college and they're, like, wasting their time because, like, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Yeah.
I have an idea, but I just don't.
Same.
I don't have a set like thing I want to do.
Yeah. There's, like, so many things that we want to do that it's kind of hard to pick something that covers all those things. Like, yeah, I feel that. Is there any other advice? No?
Nope, covered it.
Good job, man. Okay, well, thanks, guys. Hopefully that helped you. You could relate to something or you had questions answered. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.